Hey everybody, I know it's been a while since you've seen us in the studio, but today we thought we'd like to share 3 key pieces of advice that we've received from some of our guests over the last little while. Enjoy.
I think internally, once you're in that role as an intern or as a junior, I personally think it's about showing passion. It's about putting your hand up if you're not busy. It's about jumping in on everything you can do. You know, my father used to say, make yourself invaluable at a job. And so I think as an intern or as a junior, I think it's showing passion and want. And I think nowadays with a certain age group, sometimes that can be lacking a little bit. I've totally now just made
You've ostracized our entire
ostracized
audience.
fuse
No.
from any young talent. But I do think that showing that passion and again, putting your hand up and saying, I'm not busy, give me something. Or what's going on in that room, I want to be a part of that. Sure. I think that goes a long way. And that's what I tell students in terms of, you know, how do you go from intern to kind of full-time job kind of a thing?
The one thing that we've learned in advertising, which, you know, they don't tell you when you get in, and which is a valid point for anyone, is being creative in your own time and space to your own brief is one thing. Getting a client's brief and problem and creating with a blank page is a different beast, as you would agree. And furthermore, having to go back at that brief 6 or 7 different times is kind of what we've learned in our careers, to be able to attack a problem 150 different ways. That's what they don't warn you about in advertising, which is if you want to succeed, having that drive, if you want to keep going. That's what makes good creative people, right? You just never give up.
Here's my biggest piece of advice as a creative person. For every ad, whether it's a radio ad, TV, Facebook, whatever, for every one that gets produced, you will have written 30. So you better get the fuck over every word you coming out of your mouth being precious, because it's not. And it's literally, what about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? And it's so get over it. Because you think, you know, you gave birth to this thing and it was so hard to come up with it that clearly it's got to be wonderful. It's not.
Yeah.
So give birth again. And eventually it just becomes a muscle that you use, and also you don't take the rejection personally. And if you've got a good person saying, it's like, okay, it's a great idea, but it's off strategy, and here's why. Here's how you tilt it onto the strategy, which means the ending has to change. Like, it's not by chance that anything ends up in a commercial. It is researched to death. It is focus grouped till the end of the world. And it's got to please the client's mother. I mean, it's ridiculous what an idea has to go through to survive. So you better be adaptable, or you are not in the right business.